Kewbz, here we've got a GAN 15 and today we're going to learn how to reassemble it. Now this customer has sent this GAN 15 back. I don't know if they're new to cubing or they were just having issues reassembling it, but every time we have a puzzle back, I'm going to make a video of reassembling and it's going to go onto a playlist on YouTube and we can just use that as resources in the future if anyone else ever has issues or gets stuck with that puzzle. So here we've got the GAN 15 MagLev UV. Let's get started and reassemble it. Now first thing you want to do is put all of the edges to one side and all of the corners to the other side. It's just going to make identifying each piece a little bit easier in the future. So there's all the corners on the right, and on the left we've got all of the edges. We should have 12 edges and we should have 8 corners, so we've got that. Now what we want to do is grab our core, so the core is right in the middle, this is the main part. If you haven't got all of your centre caps on, then don't worry. So if I take a centre cap off, there we go. So let's just say one of these pieces have fallen out. Okay, so this is worst case scenario. If you've got, I don't know, all of these might have fallen out or only one or just a couple. All you want to do is grab your white piece. You should have 2 blue pieces and a white piece. The blue piece with the cog sort of thing goes in first, and you want to put it magnet side up. So you can see the ring magnet there, that's magnet side up. This one goes on top of it, magnet side down. It's going to be a little bit fiddly, but all you want to do is push it over the stalk of the core and give it a 90-degree twist, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, and pop the cap back on. So if I zoom into this, you should be able to see here that it's locked into this centerpiece. One way will remove the blue bit and the other orientation will sort of lock it in. Hope that makes sense. If you have all of your centers off, then you've just got to go and do that around the whole of the puzzle first. It's a little bit annoying, a little bit tedious, but kind of easy when you know how. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to build it from the white side up as if I was solving it as well. So all we want to do is grab any white piece. So here I've got white and red, and I want to slide it in so it's in line with where the white and red should be. So this is the correct piece and it's in situ. Now I want to do that for the blue, orange and green as well. So here we've got the white and blue. Let's just slide that down and in. A little bit fiddly, but quite easy. White and green, slide that one in. There we go, and then white and orange is there. Okay, so now we've got the cross built on the bottom. Now we want to find the white corners. So here I've got white, orange and blue. White side down, just slide it in. Ooh. Here I've got white, red and blue, so white side down, slide it in. Let's find another white piece, white, red and green, slide it in. And white, orange and green, slide it in. So really simple, really easy, a little bit fiddly sometimes and they can pop out, especially where they're like ball cores as well. The magnets can get stuck all around the core. So just be really gentle and should be quite easy. Next we want to do the second layer. So orange and green, orange and blue, blue and red, red and green. So here I've got orange and green, let's just slide that in. Work our way around the puzzle. Just sliding those ones in. Easy. So now we've got the first 2 layers built. You can pick it up now if you want, but just be careful you don't drop it or a piece doesn't slip out. It's quite stable because it's ball core, like the magnets really do just hold it together at this point. Now what we want to do is pop one piece in here, and that went in really easily. I literally just pulled it up ever so slightly and wiggled that one in. You don't have to force it, like do not break it. They go in really easily. Here we're just going to go, it doesn't matter if you go clockwise or anti-clockwise, you're just going to go edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner. So there we go, that one goes in. Now we've got yellow, red and blue. Then we've got yellow and blue. This is when it gets a little bit more fiddly. Still quite easy, you've just got to be extra careful at this point. When we've got one corner and one edge left, what we want to do is pop the corner in first. So you should have this. And then all you want to do is offset the top layer by 45 degrees. So it's kind of tricky on this because of the auto aligning, but like this, so this is 45 degrees. And what you'll notice is you've got a lot more room between this edge to get this edge back in. And all you want to do, hold it at that 45 degree mark, really pull it apart, but sort of gently. And then you can just wiggle this one in quite easily. And then it's rebuilt. It's kind of simple, but if you don't know how to do it, then it's a little bit fiddly and tricky, and you could potentially, I don't know, I guess you could mess up. What you want to do at this point is just go around, take off all of the center caps. There we go, and make sure that all of these are set to the correct tension. I don't know if you'll be able to see on here, but if I zoom in, I say zoom in, I'm just holding it closer. You can see there's numbers on this inner blue ring. You just need to make sure that every single face has the same number on not only the inner blue ring, but also the outer sort of coggy part. If you've still got the manual, then check in the manual, just make sure that you're setting it correctly. But that is how you reassemble the GAN 15 MagLev. And like I say, every time a customer comes to us and asks me to rebuild a puzzle, I'm going to record it. Or if they have any queries, it might not be a rebuild, it could be like putting an edge in, how to put a certain edge piece in on like a bigger cube 7x7. I will record it and we can just have a good little resource page. And yeah, if you have any questions, do please leave them in the comments or message me privately or email support@kewbz.co.uk. But thank you for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next one.